Here we are, folks. We're getting situated. Allow me just a moment. Thank you. Not it. Pardon me 1 second, folks. Excuse me one more moment. And here we are. This is a rule that occurs infrequently, but it does have some significance in terms of reading both prayer book Hebrew and ordinary modern Hebrew. Normally, if you have a vowel underneath the letter, in this case you'd read it as cha, and that's accurate, of course, like line 1, chala. But if the vowel is under the chet and it is the last letter of a word, then it's inverted and it's pronounced as ach. And here you see ach in English lettering, and this is the Hebrew word ach. So in a normal place, this would be read as a cha. But as I said, if the vowel and the chet are the last letter in a word, it's read as ach. So you'll see that here. So line 1, pardon me, read as normal. Chala, chana, nahal, bahar. But line 2, we read the word as lishabeach, lishabeach, because the chet and the vowel are at the very end of the word. So here's a short word, koach. The chet and the vowel are the last letter of the word, koach. Ha, me, ni, ach. U, me, ni, ach. No, ach rhymes with koach. Noach is the Hebrew word. People pronounce it as Noah, but in Hebrew it's Noach. You know, the man who had the floating zoo, Noach is his Hebrew name. Noach rhymes with koach. And some people have difficulty saying at the end of a word. That might be why in English the name Noach became rendered as Noah, but it's Noach. And I mention this and I belabor it because there's a woman's name, Noah, and she appears differently in the Bible. She appears in the book of Numbers. Noah, which is a female, and her 4 sisters appear, and they come to Moses as Moses has put forth the allocation of land to be inherited by the tribes as they are leaving the wilderness and about to enter the promised land. You remember that Moses is going to die in the wilderness. Joshua will take the people into the land of Israel. They will settle. Every clan will have its own allocation. And at that point in time, only males owned land. 5 sisters, adults, came forward and said, hey, what about us? Don't we have an opportunity to live independently and establish livelihoods? It happens that we're not married. We're 5 sisters. And Noah, female name, Noah, actually Noah, is one of the 5 sisters. And Moses doesn't know what to do. And he says, I better check with God. And he asks God what to do. And God says, the girls are right. The sisters are right. That is a transformative experience. It changes all of Jewish, I think, tradition vis-a-vis women. And it sets the road towards emerging equality for males and females. And her name is Noah, separate from and spelled differently than Noach, which is the male name. So now you know the rest of the story. So this is Noach, line 3, Le Sha Be Ach equals or sounds like Le Sha Be Ach, as you see here at the top of the page. This only happens with the letter Chet and the A vowel at the end of a word. So don't worry, it doesn't apply to anything else. Line 3, once more. Le Sha Be Ach, Le Sha Be Ach, Le Sha Be Ach. Line 4, Ko Ach equals or sounds like Ko Ach, Ko Ach. Line 5, Ha Me Ni Ach equals Ha Me Ni Ach, Ha Me Ni Ach. You see that there are not that many words with which we encountered this rule. Line number 6, U Me Ni Ach, U Me Ni Ach, U Me Ni Ach. Line 7, Noach equals or sounds like Noach. There's the guy, Noach, the guy with the zoo, the floating zoo. Line 8, Aleinu L'Shabeach, very famous prayer. We're going to be studying it in just a matter of moments. It's a very famous prayer, which is why this rule is important. Line number 8, Aleinu L'Shabeach. Line 9, Kol Hashem Ba'koach. This is from the Psalms, recited on Friday night and Saturday morning. Line 10, Hameniach Le'amo. Line 11, Umeniach Bikdusha. Umeniach Bikdusha. Line 12, Leshabeach Koach Hameniach Umeniach Noach. Line 13, Noach Ish Tzaddik, from the book of Genesis, chapter 6 or 7 or so. Noach was a righteous man. Asterisk, when this comes at the end of a word, it's pronounced like ach in German or in Yiddish. Ach. Okay, allow me to get to the next page. We're almost finished with learning just about everything you need to know in Hebrew. Hold on 1 second, please. And you're now learning the words to the Aleinu L'Shabeach. And we might not have time to get to the actual prayer. If we don't have time, we'll get to that next week. But the Aleinu L'Shabeach is a very important prayer. And that's why you needed to learn this unusual grammatical rule where the chet, which is the last letter of the word, paired with the a vowel, has an inverted sound. This does not apply to any other letter or any other vowel in Hebrew, only the chet with the a vowel. So here on line 1, we have Aleinu, Alechem, Shalom, Alechem, Aleinu, L'Shabeach. You notice the word Aleinu is a little similar to Alechem. Al, Ayin Lamed, literally means upon. Aleinu means upon us. Alechem means upon y'all. The well-known phrase, Shalom Aleichem, means peace upon y'all. If we were to say Shalom Aleinu, we could say we're praying for peace upon us. Line number 2. Adon HaKol, literally the master of everything. Adon HaKol. Adon Olam, the master of the universe. Adon Olam, master of the universe. Line number 3. Chelkeinu, Chelkeinu, Goraleinu, Goraleinu, Asanu, Asanu, Samanu, Samanu, Sam. Line 4. Go yay, go yay. Ha'aratzot, ha'aratzot. And if you look at the word, sorry about that. I want you to look at the word goyeh. You have the first yud above the vowel A. The second yud is part of the A vowel. We learned this a while ago. So it's pronounced goyeh, ha'aratzot. Mishpechot, Mishpechot, ha'adama, ha'adama. Mishpachot, you might know the word mishpacha, which in Hebrew means family. Mishpachot ha'adama, pardon me, literally means families of the earth. Line number 5. Shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot. Shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot. Line 6. Velo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama. Ha'adama. Line 7. Shelo sam chelkeinu kahem. Line 8. Vigoraleinu kachal hamonam. Vigoraleinu kachal hamonam. Line 9. Anachnu korim lifnei. Anachnu korim lifnei. Line 10. Melech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Line 10. Melech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Line 11. Mi melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Line 11. Mi melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Line 12. V'haya Hashem lemelech bayom hahu yeh Hashem echad. Line 12. V'haya Hashem lemelech bayom hahu yeh Hashem echad. Line 13. Hashem echad u'shemo echad. Hashem echad u'shemo echad. Just a quick review on line 1. These 4 words right here. Shalom aleichem, aleinu lishabeach. I think this is it for right now. You're doing great. Another 2 or 3 lessons, and you will have the entire Friday evening service covered, which is a lot. Think about how much you've accomplished just in the past few months. So good going, terrific. And Lahidra, I'll see you next week, and you'll be learning the Aleinu.